Hey, great to do like chirp. Those? Yeah, well, them back folks do Chillaxial Fridays Kerbal Space Program. We, in our missions, why do we accept that? Okay. These are not, actually this is one of the harder ones. That one unfortunately we didn't do. I'm guessing we didn't get the data close enough. Or exploded. One or the other. That one's still the plane to do that. I sort of think you sort of like get yourself in a low orbit. And you happily go blip, blip, blip. This one's easy enough. Go to bed. Spaceflight. I feel exploded. Because when we did these, gotta go all the way to the moon. I suppose we should go aim for the Actually, the first thing first before we do that, let's look at the map. Let's look at that tracking station and see the targets. So that's we go rescue. Here's in low orbit, which makes it a little annoying because you gotta get close to orbit. Really close. And so get yourself in a certain distance. Now we're not docking with them, we're going to literally get close enough and then have the guy come out and jump to us. Look at this one. He's a little further away. He could be harder to get to. Essentially we gotta get there with like a lot of fuel available to get a real nice close. Oh, let's get the land back. There you go. But yeah, the thing our mission is to get was people into just take people for a space flight. I suppose we could concentrate on that first. I mean, that's easy enough. I always find them hard. Actually, no. The ones where I've got to dock with them are hard. That one wants us to go to the moon. Which we have done. That's the one we have. Oh, no, I thought we had the one who like take trips around the planet. Ah, there you are. Bum 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 bum. Not sure what's going on with that one. There you go. Problem is, none of these. I don't have the free-man pod. How much tanks do we have? And can I afford a bigger pod? No. No, that's a bit pointless, as realised. It'd also be pointless because we would have to. Bum, bum, bum. Right, we'll take that. And immediately I want USC, I want the scientists go. moment we can't take off, we just go blip on the launch pad. Strangely, they don't get as much recognition for doing that. Did it crash or something? Right. Right, which way do you do? So we need Barkan and Stilson. That's your trip. Want decouplers, because we want to get these rid of this thing. I never use that, to be honest. Anyway, we'll stick some fuel on. Now, since we're going for an orbital, we won't need as much fuel. Yeah, that's a pain in the royal pain, because we need to be a certain height before we can start going. What's your IS? So you take 6.1, vacuum 215, vacuum 240. Slightly more fuel consumption, but not by much. Actually, on crew, because we're not going particularly for anything sciencey. No, I'll take scientists. We can get some points for them. In fact, I think we can do a data fee here. And we can nick data from Kerbin. No point with the goo, I think we've done the goo. Experiment with goo. You know what, no, just put one in. Just in case. Right, couplings. Stick these on. Let's get our winglets on. Thumpers will get us up there. No ifs, no buts about it. They will do the job and they will do it well. Nope, Jesus. Tiny. Very small and tiny. No. I don't think these will get them one shot as we are. I mean, I am literally going for an orbital, so it shouldn't be too bad for this sort of stuff. We're not that heavy. Right, important bit. We need those. we need those. Otherwise we're not going to crash land. We're going to go split. Actually, just in case for this one, we're going to put the science's data thing storage unit here. And that way we can when we get an altitude and we get the science, we can transfer up. Boom, 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 boom. Right, I think that'll launch. Or it'll crash horribly. Well, it's a orbital flight at least, so we'll get one person happy. Right, materials to use from the surface of Kerbal. It's an option. Actually, I just do all these from here. Yes, because I've not actually done these from this location. I am literally doing the launch pad. Ah, that was useless. Right, you collect all. That's fine, because the scientists can. If I get him in orbit, I can have him reset the thing. SAS on. I realize I have no control thingy. Hold on. I'm gonna try doing maneuver at this point while it's still. Yeah, it's sort of center, so we are going slightly sideways. Whoops! That one didn't go as well. I think I might need some engines, more engines. This. Yeah, these are only thumpers. These are not my be all and end alls. Actually, also, let me away. Take these off a second. Four. Eight. 12. Yeah, it's almost level. Right. It's about there, a little off center, but off level, but should do. I use this system as in it very rarely comes even remotely close to failure. There's just that much fuss going on. Now if I got the next ones up, we would not even need these because they would do the job swimmingly. Right, that'll do. 12 of these things, they will get you off planet. And at altitude. They will never fail to get you at altitude. I mean, technically we got about a thumper, and we're going fast enough. But I didn't see our AP, so I didn't see how high we were going to be. I'm going to do all the things again now. Conduct. Keep. Log. Keep. I mean, even Gooey did this level. If you have signs on board, you can actually. Actually, this level of temperature. I'm not sure he's getting this ability yet. A 1-star scientist, research experiments. Can you group off on this at levels and points? I can! Thank you. Hold up. Okay, everything's good. Whee! That's the difference in speed, folks. You might, oh no, I got the wrong weight to carry. Yeah, but there's that much. Their weight does not is offset by how much thrust they have. Oh, that worked. Goes all the way up here. See? 5 minutes out. Drag a little bit. Put the frost in. Drag a little bit over. A little more. Yeah, that's a only 13,000, but yeah. Okay, we will hit the end of the maneuver and get that before his fuel burns out. No, we can't seem to move. Okay, so we lack the ability to turn. Without that reaction wheel, we can't control it well enough. Good to know. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, a small climate reaction, but not the big one. Don't want you there. Right, now we have a reaction wheel, so we should have more controllability. Now you guys are paying a lot. This is a 32 grand trip into space. Expensive. Oh, well, we're going to do all the science again though. Whee! Okay, so, take 3. Experiment. I don't know if I got into crew report on here, because some strange reason I can do. I'm not going a massive altitude here. Just enough to curve us and get us pre-started on a curving maneuver. Definitely try doing maneuvers while you're at the speed. Friction, cautious spin, and G-forces are ridiculous right now. There you go. That's nice. We can't pick up the dude unfortunately because we haven't got the space on our passenger list. But we'll come back for you later. Really? Yes. Promise? Promise. Okay. As long as you guys remember to come back for me. We will. Will we? No idea. Wow. That's the 46,000. That's 161. That's a well, point. It's got to be over 80,000, otherwise it's not doesn't count as a orbital. Whee! If I set him as a target, I have to then pull. We wouldn't have anywhere near enough fuel for what we want. You have to go really wide out and then in, then pull in. So. See, 46 seconds. So we kind of want to do this burn when it's at 23 seconds. Do a 50-50 on that one. Now, see if I had angled it a little bit more on takeoff. Angled it a little bit more on takeoff, we'd have been more angled. So this would have been a much bigger curve. What's up? You've got one guy done. Contract to complete. To achieve the other guy, we just literally need this to be an orbit. Come on. Hey, this thing said my orbit would be a... That's not good. Doesn't count. That flight. Maybe we have to put an extra bit of fuel in. A little more fuel in the tank. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, with the extra tank, we should have more fuel. Those are being a little heavier, but we were doing 300,000 with that, so we haven't gained too much weight. Unfortunately, I'm telling you weight to thrust ratio on this. See? Doesn't tell you weight to thrust ratio. That's what number 2 does, and I like that because it gives you a sort of idea of how much thrust you're gonna have compared to your weight. See, if I really want to make a super chill, relaxed stream, I would be doing my paintings right now. Doing a bit of painting right now. Right. Once more with feeling. Conduct. Keep. Conduct. Keep. Yep. Report. Keep. Group. Keep. Not gonna bother with the other guy cause yay, done. Right. So long as that lines up with his thrust angle, so it's not trying to throw us off the centre. We're fine. I've sort of see this has been modified so the arc is more Shwevy. Yeah, we're 291,000. $63,000. 171. Can I cut the amount of fuel needed? Maybe do I burn too close to that arc point? So that's maybe that's my problem. Okay, that's way too low. That's what does it. Now, if I put the emotional control jet swing, the more propellant things on, going, they would offer great control. Me. But yeah, sort of. I'll try to do there, folks. I'll try and make the more of an arc, more of an oop. Didn't work out very well. I mean, quite frankly, it's still as narrow as before. Actually, no, it is a little wider. I just needed more fuel. More burn time. My burn had lasted longer. Stage 1 burn lasted longer. Technically stage 5, but if the first stage had lasted longer, that would have pushed us further up and potentially further across. Now, what the design I came up with for this, it was kind of a junction box thing. It's set in the middle and it essentially created two, for lack of better wordings, engines on the side of the ship. And I put a massive amount of fuel in them and a massive amount of thrust on them, and they could get 500,000-600,000 out on the first stage. There was no denying they got out. That's the magic number. Contract parameter complete. have got our orbiting trip. Good thing too, 'cause I've got like no fuel left. I'm gonna travel to here just in case it's an exit. Can I snag the zone? Oh. Let's go advance time here and see if I can, if my trip around will snag one of these zones. No, I'm out of alignment. By a country mile. It's about, yeah, I'm on about over there. Okay. Retrograde me, please. Slappers in reverse. If you don't mind. And burn fuel. Now, I don't actually mind if I'm not 100% burnt out on down, because the way I've got this set up at the moment, we'll be doing atmospheric burnage. And if I got a little bit of fuel left, I can use these to cut speed even more so. We've only got an AP of, well, it makes a little difference as we're in orbit.
And if you look out your right window, you'll see the mountain range below. Look out on the left is another mountain range. Please bear in mind that we are currently orbiting at 96,000 feet and getting ready for landing, so if you are currently got drinks or trays, please put your drinks and trays in the required receptacles and brace yourself for landing. And thank you for flying Kerbal Space. Please note that if you explode and die, we are not liable for insurance. Thank you.
See, I'm going to use the thrust, what little thrust I have, to try and get this down under 1,000, get it down on 2,000, so the heat burn up won't be as bad. I do also wonder if it's landing on water was a good idea for them. I'm trying to knock this down as far as we can. I can keep 13 seconds, so. Less than 10 seconds. I'm gonna swap these over. But we are now pulling into orbit atmosphere, and yeah, we will not be landing on land. I don't think. No, we could be a actual land landing, but I think we're slowing down, so we'll start slowing down shortly. Even if we are going at over 2,000 meters per second here. 2,200. Whee! Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. We are so certainly not flying there this way, though, so if we get Jupiter and Mars. I mean, technically speaking, we can do another trip like this and try to get the, do a flyby. and try and get the next one, but you know what? I'd like to go for the next mission. I'd like to try and launch Mission Rocket. I'd like it to be the retrieval of the guy who's in space. So I don't need any of this. I just need that. And that. I do wonder if I should put a heat shield on them. How's your temperature? We don't have one tonight. And thankfully, because he's keeping himself in retrograde, he's angled himself perfectly for countering the speed. Which is nice. Okay, we're going. Oh, please slow down. Come on. That's a little longer. Yes, that's going down. The heat sink is going down. Heat's going down. You are not being extra crispy Kerbals today. Because we've lost enough speed. Achieved enough speed that we can't do thermal burn up anymore. These will never deploy in that condition. They are literally not going to do it. The system will not permit them to deploy open when you're on fire. You can try, but you have to repack them very quickly. There they go. They've reached a usable condition. This will soon be pointless because these parachutes will kick off. They are dragging. They're causing a severe amount of drag. I mean, they deployed and safe. If you look out, you'll see a lovely sunset. No, sunrise. It'll be in Kerbal Earth Airplanes. We appreciate you doing business with us today. And ask that you do so in the future. Thank you. And if you see fish swimming past your feet, don't worry, it's supposed to be happening. And there they open them and they went weep. It's gonna take a while to land. I mean, not much I can do at the moment, to be perfectly honest. If yeah, you do the dance, little dance, guys. I mean, in sense speaking, if I just actually wanted to shoot off, it'd be like, It'll take it 3 hours to get. It'll take it hours to get there, and like a day in Kerbal time is something like is a long, lengthy amount of time. But I could technically wander off and go make myself a couple or something, or go do other things. I once walked off and watched a TV program, and came back. It was still getting to the mission. If you don't do time warp, it takes forever to do anything. Hello. You have landed. Thank you for flying Air Kerbal. We appreciate your business. Tell a friend. Tell very rich friends. When you get further in career mode, you've got to start doing like really, really, really long distances. Yay, we earned Phase 1 science. Not entirely what we need whatsoever. We got some funds. Rescue Cannibal. You know what? Sure. We got 11 contracts. At some point I need to get enough science to make a proper plane that can go above 16,000 feet, 16k, and, get the log reports. But yes, our next mission that we have chosen to do is a rescue job. So, let's take this off a second. We don't need that. However, I do want a place that way with some fuel. So this is going to be a lengthy trip. Also, for the first time, we are using... Actually, we don't have access to orbital command thrusters yet. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I need that bit on first. Boop, 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 boop. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, Bob. This is gonna be a one-man trip. One-man job here. Now, we are technically actually several... If we look at our engineering thing, we are actually lighter. Not by much, but we are lighter than our previous incarnation. We are solar cells yet. I'm going to stick 4 of these on because I need the juice for complicated maneuvers. We don't want to arm the parachute and the thing at the same time. Actually, that might be still bow. That way around. Because we care if the rest of this body gets back. All we want to do is get into orbit and find the floating Kerbals. I mean, technically if I have died, I could stick another 2 people in there. I can fit 3 people in here, 2 people in here, I go for both, but, yeah, my track record of nailing these guys is, like, bad. Really, really, really bad. Now in correct angle for thrust. So our line you see there is a really broad hoop. I don't think it was high up. Do that so we can get past them. And maneuver, we'll try it here. Actually, I sort of want to go sweeping, so. Our first trick is just get into orbit. A little bit more. That'll do. We do want to save some fuel. Yeah, I'm trying to shape. Ooh, oh, that's too far. 105 will do. We just need to be in orbit. High enough that we can snag one of these guys. Now I'm going to target one of these guys after I finish my orbital burn, because sometimes I found when you select target, it throws off the calculations all of a sudden. Again, this is going to be a tricky maneuver, but if we can get to their speed, because they are travelling at 26, 226, 26, 29, so he's just ahead of this guy. If he could slow down, you know, catch them both. I can't fit both of them, but I could catch them, and then one guy can hold on to the side of the ship as I land. There is a rocket. You may think I'm joking, but there is actually a rocket, a command seat, which is just literally a seat. There's no module around it, it's a seat. I think they intended that for rovers. Not rockets that shoot into space. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Now I have more fuel. I still only go for 9 seconds. I'm not gonna have that much fuel. He's a nice big sweet arc. Next, that cut my thing down in 2. Close enough. Wanna wait. Save myself a couple of seconds of burn. Right, let's. Yeah, I just did you actually, so Cannonball. So you're technically. Now, this is where it awkwardly gets hard. Well, we're not much bit of bad alignment, to be honest. We're only a little out. The trick is try to catch this little monkey, and that's the problem. That's that intersect point, but it's way, separation's like a clump over. It's way too far. If either one of our intercept points come to contact, the target approach here because easier. 161, yeah, 1.2 million. No, we'll have to apply to each other. I mean, technically speaking, the angle's probably playing a little factor into this. I mean, I feel like it, but -3 is a lot. It's quite an angle on them. Well, let's get them as close as possible so you're not shooting over them. You also want to keep an eyeball on your map, because if that drops too low, it means you're going to jump into the orbit, into land, come back in. And sometimes it's better to ignore trying to hit him and just go for a straightforward sweepy arc. -5. That's a -5 for me. -6, so that's still the right way. Okay, it's being a pain in the butt. You're just being a pain. So if you do that, I sometimes find it's a good idea to. It sounds daft, but it's sometimes a good idea to go get yourself a nice ovoid shape path. And then swing it in. The harsher the curve, the better. Yep, see, it's getting closer. Okay, maybe the first one needs to be a little sharper. Maneuver 2, cancel that. We want maneuver 1 to be a little sharper, a little further out, so we get more speed. Still not quite getting. This is like I said, the hard part is getting your actual intercept maneuver, because you have to get. Sometimes it's easier doing counter, going the opposite direction to him, because he's coming at you, so you can, instead of chasing after him, you are catching up to him. You're simply trying to tap the brakes to catch him. For the moment, it would have been better if I just waited till he was more here-ish before I launched. Instead of so when I started going inward, I'd be more online with him. Let's see, still 13 seconds, we've got 39 seconds we can play with. sharp on intake. No, darn it. Mess up now. You need him to catch. Oh, 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 oh. That's good. That's good. Nope, too much. That's good. Okay, hopefully that's not a massive amount of fuel. So this is going to rely literally on us being able to do a 13-second burn and then pray to God we got enough fuel to actually get the second burn. As I said, for this sort of thing, for these capture maneuvers, the hard part is just getting yourself into a position where you can intercept them. I do wonder if it would have been better, like I said, if it would have been better if I'd have aimed to catch them on the coming out of the burn. Coming out. Yeah, it's not 14 seconds, so it's not. It would have been full seconds. Yeah, close enough. Because the thing's swung over there. Alright, so this maneuver thing now needs to be tweaked. Intercept's now at 100 kilometers, but draw it back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Tis a juicy. Ooh. Come on, inch it along. I know I'm being greedy here. I saw ones and twos. That'll do. Up. If I actually go to orbital info about that maneuver, we're going to be in the floor. We're going to be in the floor, that one. But if I can get over within 15, 10, 15, I'll do within 10. Will be sufficiently far closer for me. We'll get within 10, and we will be absolutely spot on. I'll go NA because they're shooting around. But see, they're almost shorter than mine. Oof, that gives us only 14. Yeesh, that does not give us a lot of fuel. We're gonna have to be very careful, try and match their speed very closely, and then inch, and then little towards them. I know, just a noise with the mic, but still. We have to inch towards them very carefully. And this is where monopropellant sources would be nicely. A handy feature. For us, we don't have them. Close enough. Oh, 3.3. Surface target. Retrograde orbit me, please. 4.2 kilometers. We're going to plow into the ground. 4.2 kilometers. See what I mean when it comes to angle? You've got to get a really sharp angle sometimes to catch these ones that are near the orbit. And that's it. Often is the problem. Now we go up to here. Our target should roll upon us. Now this speed, pedometer here, is telling us our relative speed to the target. So us to him, we are boogieing here at 18. We're actually getting slower. The closer we get in, the slower we get. I'm going to start the maneuver about 5-ish. If our speed matches his speed, our orbit will shift to match his orbit. If it looks like I'm going to have the fuel, and we'll still not thingy, then I'll abandon, just keep hitting thrusters and just go for the landing. Now, apparently the speed I can match 60 seconds. So you notice how things altering? Because our speed and his speed are slowly starting to become the same. I can only manage 5 seconds to burn. So I've got to get us well in close line for here. Yeah. 6 seconds. So I can burn for 58 seconds this thing. At the speed, and slowly but surely we are becoming synchronous with him. We also won't burn up the atmosphere now because we are over thing, but again, do I have enough fuel to actually finish the maneuver requirements and catch him? That's the problem, because I am several thousand kilometers away from him. Cannot. Now I'm going to do a quick trick here. I'm going to spin round, point at the target. We're still going faster than them, so we'll. Maybe that close to the inset point. We are over a kilometer away from them. I'd like to be within half a kilometre. That's our next destination point. Our next intercept point. Yeah, we are not gonna have enough fuel. No. We don't have enough fuel. Okay, we need the advanced control stuff. That's the thing, we need the advanced control stuff or we will not have enough oomph, enough advanced flight control. Yep. Oh, that wasn't it as the pomegranate, which would be really good for a lot of things. Okay. Change of plan. That's 700,000. Do we go for a moon attack? Moon lander? It's doable. But not with this setup. We need, well, thrust. Stupidly enough, we need more thrust. At the moment, we don't have enough fuel or thrust to get there. I know that we people with designs like, well, I managed to do it. Going, well, I managed to do it with only 5 cobbles, with only 5 pounds of fuel. It's like, good for you. I'm not that good. Right, I need enough fuel to get there. And now these are good in vacuums. The 3.6 times 4 on that would make them 12. But you'd be getting 480 out of it, which is better than him, but he on his own requires less fuel. And how long are my landing gears? Oh, thank God, are these? We need these. However, at that size, and with the moon having such low gravity, we might be able to get away with Terrier, which is a little tiny rocket. I have never used that. Essentially, we need something with a very low amount of fuel consumption, but a very high amount of thrust, enough to offset our problems. Is that retracted? But I'm also going to need science now. I mean, we're going for maximum science capacity here. And the more science we get on this one trip, the better. I mean, that gives us way more science than these. A little more weight, but we should be able to manage. I mean, I've got several more tanks here, so that's gonna have a lot of fuel. I'd like to duplicate you now. Just like you. Add more engines. More. I want more. That'd be my thing. I'm all engine nuts. They're right. But yeah, Kerbal Space Program, you just whack a load of engines on. And pray it works. Now that, stupidly, should get the job done, so for maximum sciencing, I'm thinking Bob. Yeah, someone wants to go to actually fly by the thing, but we're not doing a flyby, we're doing a landing. Which you might think should be, which is harder, but it's actually easier than the blinking capture mission. Stupidly enough. Now the return bit is a bit awkward. Again, this is where Kerbal 2 comes in, and it says your target's this person, it'll go, well, you can get enough, you got just enough fuel to get there. You might get there, and then, no, you're not going to get there. Beverage. I don't have solar panels yet, so... I like using this 4-star formation. So again, I've added a little bit more weight, but these will compensate. I hope. And because they put them in evenly distributed locations, so distribution of frost should be the same in all 4. I just realised I didn't put the... Hold on. I just realised I didn't put the science modules thing on, so they don't... Let's revert the flight here, back to vehicle assembly, because I'm going to add something extra to this, so I don't have to worry about taking the again, it wants me to bring them back as samples as well. You know what, just in case, I might be able to get double science out of this. Experimental storage unit. Yeah, looks weird, to be perfectly honest. And we're going to put one of these on and pray to God it actually manages to get the juice, get enough juice to get there. Because that can like run out of power. Right. I'm going to think of communications system on this one. Well, technically speaking, if I put an unmanned one, I could technically put an unmanned, a good trick, if we get the relay one, is to then put an unmanned probe, make it untouched with an unmanned probe, and put a relay thing, and then you can bounce signals, start bouncing signals right from anywhere in Kerbin. To the moon, Alice! According to this maneuver thing, current projected height is 14,000. 26,000. 33,000. 48. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. 110, 140. Oh, what just happened? Hold on, something just went on wrong there. It kicked off the lower half. I pressed the button to initiate the next stage. Oh, they've been linked together in the same stage. Dozy thing. Right, that one is there. So we just make sure this thing's not actually got crossfeed on. No, good. So, like our other missions, well, we know we're going to get there, so, like our other tricks, we're going to get this as high as I can, get orbit, good orbit, set the moon as a target, not him, the moon, plot intercept course with the moon, slow down so we can get into orbit, into a low orbit, time it when I'm on the sunny side, slow even further, and start landing sequence. Beep, 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 boo. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, that's... Jesus, burn time would be ridiculous. And we're not even in the maneuver point. Why is your burn time so ridiculous? Okay, let's do the old-fashioned way. I mean, I've got 4 minutes worth of fuel. But that burn time was ridiculous. And then this is only stage. Preferably, I'd like to get this so close to getting me to the moon as possible. It's about like it's one like before. Okay, something went severely wrong with the thing. Even I needed more engines to get even far higher. Well, this engine's not producing enough thrust. What I need. Alright, Pete over here, so I'm gonna go crash back down Kerbin. Yeah, it's gonna ignore that entirely. Stupidly, we won't need much fuel to actually perform the burn to get out to the moon, because we'll be going at quite some rate of knots when we go past the PE section. Go past this node again. We'll be travelling at quite a rate of knots. It's so much nicer when this thing's got the targeting system enabled. And he does it automatically on his own. That'll do. Alright, we've got 75 seconds of fuel, so 1 minute 15. Set them on as target. So what's our thing? 0.5, that's actually that's actually pretty decent, to be honest. To be perfectly honest, that's actually a fairly good that's a fairly good score, that. Let's do an EP push. Yeah, the one's over there at the moment. It currently says we'll be there. However, what we can do is up our orbit. And that's better. Oh. So that, there we go. And that's with our current orbit. And the -5 thing on it. Go figure. 4-second burn time, that leaves us 35 seconds roughly to hit the brakes. However, we will be in 0 atmosphere with a much lower gravity field affecting us, so we will be should be able to slow down better. And I'm hoping, like Chufties, I'll be able to we'll have enough fuel to actually make the landing. Well, regardless, we'll be in the target zone, so 2, 1. Yeah, I do this 50-50 thing with the burn time, because I find it works much more accurately than trying to do it as it burns. Like, because the game, this point in the game, or should I say this one, the burn time expects you to do it on the spot. So it thought we would be practically instantaneous burnage here. Don't work like that, game. I need to build speed up. Close enough. Yeah, it's gonna be a while, I think, so it's actually drop into lunar orbit. Funny enough, our PE hasn't actually expanded. He's over there, so closest approach, separation. Game, you said we would hit it. I feel lighter game. Okay, that's the target approach now. So what's the next target approach? Okay. What if we hit the brakes? Or accelerate a little bit? So, encounter in 5 days. And I think I ran out of battery. Oh no, little chance of working. So, this is lying to me because it was supposed to have caught this like days ago. Nearly a fortnight ago now. Okay, that was supposed to have happened. Well, I'll trust again and see if we can get well enough, but apparently we only need a 3-second burn. The moon is there, so okay, according to that we have hit a trajectory. This was supposed to happen like 18 days ago. Moon encounter achieved. Yay! Right. Speaking to retrograde, could we actually... what I kind of want to do, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, 15-second burn, that's not bad, actually. Yeah, that's all as long as we get... anywhere within that time span, we're good. I mean, even burn now, will still make a little difference. Whee! Orange line still trajectory out. That's fine. Whee! There's a big thingy there. Let's get that thing real close. We're gonna get real close to the planet. This one. Right. Let's move over here. Times big and we're above the planet. Well, that's way too high for that one. Okay, so actually, we want to continuously keep ourselves in retrograde orbit. That's good. So you got our map view, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in this mode now. Fuel tank's full still, that's good. This has practically no fuel left. We got 11 seconds of fuel in the whole ship. Let's get... No. No good. What you? Can we get... Not getting much for that one. Well, then again, we do have to do a thing around space. This is now lower. Considerably lower. Getting really low. Then again, there's only a small engine trying to push a lot of rocket. Now we can't do an air friction landing because there's no air here. It's a little thin on the atmosphere up here, and yeah. That's just gonna be T-minus. We're getting real close to the planet to the moon's surface. Now if I save, as great as that would be, I would then not be able to actually revert back to the loading bay, the vehicle bay, because I've saved. It's not really naff to system anything about, but we're getting real close up. Okay. So, what do you say about now then? Now that we are really close to the moon. Bob, time to EVA. see. Come on, toggle the chip back on. No, look at this thing's bored. Go against the end. Bink. I mean, doesn't matter at the moment because we're currently. We'll put all that in here. So I think you can get 2 different studies things if you get close, get him down here, reset this, and then land and do another one, considering it's not the same science report. It's a different science report. We shouldn't get any closer to the planet. Now I can't remember how to turn on your thing. Before we do that, where's the controls? Let's just find the controls, because little controls. Controls. Management screen. There's a EVA. Toggle movement mode. Ah, jetpack. Okay. Up, down. No, no, no! No. Thankfully this thing's got plenty. One. Oh, no. I had as well. Oh, got it. Woo! That was close. But now this can be used once again. Ain't that nutty? I don't know why this is no longer functioning, because technically speaking, Jebediah was still piloting, he went off on EVA. I got the interior overlay, just to see them. Woo! Oh yeah. Hello! Hello people! Alright, I can burn quite a bit on this. I don't really care if that's running out of fuel, because that was its purpose. It's done its purpose. This thing's whole purpose has been finished. Also, extend antenna. Beep, 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 beep. Let's see if we can transmit this. Ah. Yeah, we cannot connect. We cannot connect right now. We have the internet connection on this particular section is quite bad, I'm afraid to say. No, we're in the good. we going to land on the light side? Ooh, yes we will as well. We're going to land, hopefully in this crater. Right. This is a small engine? Yes. Small engine? Yes. Thankfully, it's only listing a small amount of mass. I say hopefully. There are better gears, landing gears you can get. The next one up are way better for this. Technically speaking, I still had the option to accelerate and go back home with humongous amounts of data. But I'm greedy, and I want to see if we can land on the moon. There's the land. Yeah, we actually it's only 20,000 up. This is where, you know, parachutes would kick in. Enough juice. Wow, we have a lot of charge still. I don't know if that's going to activate or not. Hold on. Yeah, I thought so. If I had pressed that then it would have gone shot off and we'd be left trying to parachute onto the moon. That won't work. There's no atmosphere. This system has no atmosphere. Mimos, this is dead easy. You can get this with little puff things, for Christ's sakes. In Mimos, the gravity is so low that even terriers can do it with nary a blip to the system. You know, we've got like 5 years to catch those guys who are going around in orbit. Their rations must last for a long time. Or maybe they just eat water. No, they must survive literally on photosynthesis. Right. I'm gonna put the gears down just in case. I mean, we're still 9k up. Only travelling at 400, so that's not too bad. Also, with us slowing down, we're actually coming closer to here now, in this region, rather than over in the crater over there. I can burn for 200 seconds, that's not too bad. For the moon, below 8,000 is surface. And I didn't put the ladders on the side of this thing, so I'm not going to try and jump him out to try and reset the thing again. Now we don't want to slow down too much, because if we slow down too much, we will actually start to accelerate. And we'll start taking off from the moon rather than actually land on the thing. At the same time, we don't want... That's why I also said to land and not water, because otherwise we get 6,000. And we'd plow to the ground before going anywhere near slow enough. It looks like we're coming up really fast in this thing. In fact, we are, because we can see the shadow down there. So let's just hit the brakes a little. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go 68 seconds. 800 meters up, but that's the command module, so we may actually be a little closer than that to the ground. You won't be doing like 7. At this fuel consumption rate, we can keep this up for 500 seconds here. Actually, for a really soft landing, you want to be doing like something like 4. This is going nicely, though we're still 300 meters up. So I suppose we could afford to be going a little faster. Okay, that's 100. Get back down to the 5 range. You gotta learn to know when to cut this exactly, because if you don't cut it, it'll try and take off again. How are we going to do this on our first attempt? Ah, perfect landing, folks. Perfect landing. Better question, do we actually have enough fuel to get back again? Or are we going to have to get ourselves into an orbital burn situation again? Also, we can get more data, because we can have a crew report for landing on the moon. Yay! We cannot transmit data. Now, do we risk jumping out for an EVA? I'm planting a flag on the moon. I mean, technically speaking, I can launch a second rocket to actually pick these guys up to take them home. If they get close enough to Kerbin, they can transmit their data. Go for it. You gonna fall over? You gonna fall over? No. Good. Stay put. Okay. R. F. R. Doop 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 doop. Doing boing. One small step for man, one giant Clipman's reality for your killed kind. Hello. You're not doing moving your helmet. There you go. You can lower the visors, like that. Yes. That's useless, but who cares? Okay, plant the flag. We claim this in the name of the UK Space Agency. Mun 1, baby. We made it. Could you imagine if that was actually a thing on the moon? If someone planted a flag and went, "We made it to the moon. Forgot to bring snacks." One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Also, forgot snacks. Right, now the next trick is to very carefully negotiate our way up here. Catch the... Oh, got it. We did it! We made it to the moon! Now, we can burn for 55 seconds at full power. Hopefully, this will be enough to get us home. Thankfully, I can burn for a little bit, stop the thing, then burn again because given the moon's low gravity, we can achieve a lot of speed all over altitude. Yeah, main thing is like 53,000 up, so we're back out of orbit here. Back into orbit. You know, 4 minutes out here. Then all I've got to do is save enough fuel to actually, land. 18 seconds of fuel. 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Come on. 6, 27, 8. How much further out do we have to go before we actually leave the orbit? Okay. You can probably get away with a couple of subburns, but we'll only have 3 seconds of 2 seconds of fuel left to actually, hit the brakes. What if we do it all the way out there at the very top? No, it's gotta be there. Yeah, I may have messed this up, but we know we need about 29 seconds of pure burn here, so wait till we get a little higher on altitude. Okay. Now here's the trick part. Here's the really tricky part, is actually getting back from the moon. To the moon, easy. The trick is then having the fuel to get back home again. Now, what would happen if I did another burn here? Where we can get a lot more thrust. So we'll get through another burn 3 minutes in now. See, I might not even have enough thrust to actually get there, so my fantastically witty commentary may unfortunately not make it back home to Kerbin. Nope. We did not have quite enough fuel. We were slightly off on our fuel, unfortunately. So we need, well, more fuel. Terrier did his job beautifully. Other engines would have got their push more pump. See, we need to land, otherwise I'd have something like a flea. Now that only burns a little bit, but its thrust is way higher than his. And on the moon, that thing would shoot right off very quickly. Hammer would do an even better job, and we would rocket back up into orbit quite nicely. So I wonder if we swap out Terrier. He did a good job. If we full extension. And put something like Ham won't be too long. You need something like Fleek as the even then that's too long. These would have to be moved down as far as they can go. And that's the max that they can get. I mean, that would then allow us to have a potentially booster jet to go push and shoot back into space again. But at the same time, it would give us very poor control for landing. I mean, Terrier did the job just nicely. Where we failed was the fact that the amount of fuel we had was just not enough. We just did not have enough fuel. I'd say another 10 seconds worth, minimum. I mean, unfortunately, on the downside, that also makes us heavier, but Terrier did manage to pull off the landing, so it also made getting us back up again much harder. Do we have any ladders? I am tempted to put some fireworks on this as we launch. I mean, this half did its job beautifully. It got the job done. I'll take that off. We had more than enough juice, so we could probably save a bit of weight on that. Let's try to think of a way to make this, punch better. I mean, the higher it gets in during the initial burn, the higher it gets on the initial burn, the better. Because then it's provides even less fuel to pull off the maneuver. Which means we'll get there sooner, so which means, technically speaking, we can actually start the landing process with the main bulk engine and save as much of Terrier's fuel as possible. Which is sad, because we had a witty repartee there. We have. I mean, I could technically stick hammers on here. I put some couples in there and stick some hammers on here, and add just a little bit more thrust. Not much, but it little helps. Like Tesco's, every little helps. So use it other than them. Actually, no, we'll set them off later in the burn, so they give them the maximum amount of thrust out of them. Essentially, we're trying to get as much punch as humanly possible. Yes, we're still going now, but we're trying to get as much punch as humanly possible. Also, I just remembered I didn't separate those off. And same for that. Oh, again, they were trying to launch it. There we go. We'll wait till they get about halfway through their burn and then hit the hammers. Well, you know what was burning now? They'll get there faster, so... I mean, they're already almost caught up with the main ones. So long as we get the extra couple of 100 miles per hour here to get us up and out. Wow, we timed that actually perfectly, so all of them are going to run out near the same time. There we go. That punched us way higher. And earned us an extra couple. Overshot, overshot, overshot. Go, pull back, pull back. I want to decrease my orbit, I want to increase my orbit. We're burning near the target, let's put it that way. We know we got 4 minutes worth of fuel. Yeah, I've got the one with 240. I think it's thrust to weight. Ah, it's thrust to weight ratio. That's increasing. So my thrust to weight ratio is slowly getting better. Now we're compensating, and now going higher than what that thrust to weight ratio is. Actually, let's start burning, doing the actual burn near where we're supposed to be burning. I overshot earlier, so I didn't want to lose like a fire ourselves into the planet. We did the maneuver last time with plenty of fuel to spare. Technically, we're also in a good capture position for these. We have enough in fuel and secondary engines to sort of pull a small ship into alignment. That's going to be wrong in about a country mile and a half. So long as Purple X actually increases beyond minus. The minuses were fine. There it goes. Ba 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 ba. That'll do. Don't care. I'm saving fuel. Okay, moon's over there. So if I push it to here, we can burn quite a fair bit and get in 3 days and 5 hours apparently. So that's just about right. So as long as we're in 45 seconds, we should be 47 seconds, we should be fine. And it still gives us just under 30 seconds to pull off the parking maneuver. Get really close, because we found out that as long as we're above 8,000, we're not on the surface. We're still in orbit. That's actually telling us where the target's going to be. I don't think I even got the moon set as target. There you go. Adjusted it slightly. Slight micro adjustments. Warp to thingy bob. So that's gonna, its target zone is where it's gonna be in 50 at the point of burn, not where it actually is. Oh, it's lost that entirely. Almost shot myself in the foot there. I should have put fireworks on this thing. I'm gonna go wee brrr on the way out. Fireworks in space! In space, no one can hear you set fireworks off. Close enough. Nice. According to this encounter list thing, we'll be hitting the moon in 3 days. Going to this. There's one really weird circle. That is a really weird line it's got drawn. We're going to be really ultra close to the target. Yeah, just 33 minutes from now, because that is a really weird circle it's got going. Wee. We're gonna go smack into the planet. Right, might wanna... just, adjust that trajectory just a little. Just a touch here. We might want to, just shunt us a little away from trying to kamikaze into the planet. Not that I don't feel an appreciation for the act of headbutting the moon at full speed, at 300 miles an hour. I mean, technically speaking, we could go for a straight landing straight away. Well, that would be cheeky. Just go for a landing from the get-go. I mean, we are heading practically for it. But still, I won't be able to do the... Nah, I won't be able to do the outside, get the spaceport, get it back in again trick. Yeah, okay, we'll sit with the plan. But I'm sure I can shave it a little closer. There we go. Perfect. There's a plan. We're going to avoid headbutting the planet. I'm sure my head is harder than the moon. I wouldn't put it past actually. A couple of things I was like, oh, I'm sure I can headbutt that moon. Dush! How'd it work out for you? Not as well as I'd hoped. Whee! Now, I'm essentially just trying to, not headbutt the planet in a fiercely horrible way. That'll do. 20k, that's fine. We're good. I'll set you up into retrograde. I also want to land on the light side of the planet because it's a lot easier to land. Yeah, our communication line is not very good. We are not exactly what I'd say. Thankfully we got full control, crew controlled. But yeah, I'd say our actual ability to communicate with Kerbin is pretty poor right now. Also, I get a lot closer to the thingy, so. Whee! Let's do it with 2000. I'm gonna get real close. Close enough that we can smell them. And I'm gonna get done for being a pervert, so. Right. Conduct. Science, please. Get me a crew report. Store data. Bob, you're EV8. Give me a report. We now know how to think, so we are technically also traveling at the same speed. Okay, down a little. Up. Back. Keep pressing space thing this up. B. Bod. Are awesome. And gather data. And let's I really would prefer to try and land on the light side of the planet. Yeah, burn 1 and 2. It's annoying. But I might be able to get away with it here before we get too far out. I mean, it's not too bad seeing this, so you know what? Not too bad is it here. Maybe because I got the brightness turned up or something. It says more thrust, so wow. I was hoping not to have to do this. Nope. It's ourselves on a negative trajectory. The sun's just coming up, so we might just be heading to the light side. Sure, we are still heading up. So we can actually keep going for a bit, because we haven't actually reached that bit yet, past this bit yet. Which is our maximum altitude. So that's fine. That was technically above seawater. If it was water, it's 25, but not land. Never do land when trying to land on the moon. You will be at least 3,000 up. According to this thing, you'll still be 3,000 up, and you'll still smash it to the ground. So let's get ourselves down to the teens. We're flying over craters. Now we got 10,000 for you, as a ball burning last time, so. Electrical charge is still good. Let's start slowing ourselves down. We can burn for quite a while. We have an extra 40 seconds of fuel, I think. Now the atomic engine you can get doesn't require oxygen, it's just electric charge. So you can use the liquid fuel capsules, which I think are actually lighter than these, and just purely liquid fuel, so they actually hold more. And you can burn using that. And I think they're useful. I think they may be useful for like lunar landings and whatnot, or space movement maneuvers. Not so good for taking off planets though. They are rubbish because they do not produce anywhere near. It's like Terrier and thrust. Again, we're not past the 3,000 mile, 7,000 k here. You're only doing at least 200, less, just over 100 when you're under 7k. Because otherwise it's going to take absolutely forever to actually land. And you'll speed up and waste fuel. I did wonder if you could put air brakes on this thing and if it would slow it down, but I don't think it works in space. A distinct lack of atmosphere may hinder that process. Okay, a big burn. Use a bit more fuel, but I kind of want it under the we did this with like 55 seconds left on the clock. Or should I say, actually did it with 55 seconds left on the burnout, so we got 133 still. So still in more fuel. We're also 6,000 up still, and this will slow us down. Nice and steady. Apparently we've got a 1.9, 1.5 thrust to weight ratio. So we provide way more, we're providing way more thrust than we have got weight. I hope that's the same way. That's the right way around. Okay, let's get us low down to force us to upright position. Yeah. Like, oh no, we're only going 100 miles an hour. We've got 2,000 miles left to go. Still 2k mark. Yeah, man. Yeah, we've got a decent thrust to weight ratio going on still. So we're not doing too bad. We're still 1,000 meters up. Closing in on 20 on 20 under 20s. Yeah. You don't want to be doing 16 when you still got 1,000 to go. 20 not too bad though. Yep. So we are getting more thrust than we are weight. I'm looking at this in this angle because I can see the ground, the shadow easier when getting close to the ground. There it is. You can literally just want like a just enough so it slows us down because we're still traveling 100. Still got 400 meters to go. No, actually we have 330, maybe 340. But that's the length of vehicle and thing to account. Still got plenty. Still got well over half a tank still on gas. Yeah, in less than 4. You are looking at some slow, or a very, very light, and very gentle landing. See, we're still 21 meters up onto that, but it's almost at the fall. 1 cut. Pull back in, pulls in, pulls in. Well done, legs. Well done. We have 91 seconds of fuel left. That's a big difference. Okay. We can do a EV crew report for lunar landing. Right, EVA. So the legs are balanced. So yeah. There you go. One small space for man, one giant leap for mankind. Let's get our EVA report from the surface of the moon. Thank you. There's moon dust everywhere. To plant our flag. Me. Moon 1. We made it! Alright, just get back in position. See, now if I was an engineer, I could actually do reconstruction surgery on the module. So if you've got things in the storage care, you can take them out and then build onto the ship. I am not an engineer, I am a scientist. Not sure what happened there. I don't know what. What? See, again, that's fine. Okay, so, we have got 91 seconds of fuel. We only just failed not to get off the moon with 55, so we should have more than enough fuel to get the job done. Well, that was our main mode of thrust. I ditched this and just label it engine to take off. We need to achieve a minimum speed, I think, of about 400-500. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go for 200 meters per hour. So we should have 9 minutes. That's well out of the atmosphere, so our weight to thrust ratio should be pretty high at that point. See, so another 19 seconds of burn. Wow, you move quick. Gives us 46. We're at 40. Got 46 seconds. A 19-second burn should give us at least 20 odd seconds to get back into thing again, to get us out of orbit, back into a descending orbit. Which is good. Very good. Doesn't matter, we burn slightly over 9 seconds. Boop. I do. It doesn't matter, because all we want is to escape the moon's gravity. In 2 it's a little easier because it's got a big dome thing, so you can actually see how far out you need to make it go before you leave its influence. So that should... We should now continue to warp. There you go, we're on our now own trajectory. Technically we want to bring that in thing, we just have to do it all the way up here. But that's a long way away. Now if we retrograde, let's go putting up points here. So if we retrograde burn there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22. Okay, we'll do it with a little to spare. I mean, that's close enough. We just... Oh well, do it there, we're getting closer. I don't know why I'm trying to be so stingy with the fuel. I can get away with 18 seconds here. But that's hours away, so you know what? We have fuel. We have plenty of it. I just don't want to burn up the net. Be that. As long as we get like to less than 80, we will be in line for a retrograde. For a shaving orbit thing. Oh, are we going to do this on the second attempt? And actually get a moon and back? Like I said, it's harder landing on the moon. Actually, no, getting on the moon is the easy part. You can take the crash on the moon. It counts as landing. The hard part is getting back. Is doing the return trip. Because you not only need the fuel to get there, you need the fuel to make the return trip home again. I mean, that's why I've been going wrong. I've been using the other ones, the quad foot engines. I should just use Terrier and do the small pods. Okay, that's way close enough for a bot. Me. Stupidly, we won't hit the moon. It'll shoot off away from us because we're moving slower than it is. This is also why I stored all my science in this pod up top. Because when we get really close, we're going to jettison everything below the waist. That has an alabaster system on it. I think it's called alabaster. Is it alabaster? Yeah. No, not alabaster. Ablator. Some sort of thermolytic stuff that stops them from burning up in the atmosphere. Now, I'd have liked to have been going a lot shallower, a much shallower orbit. Or should I say much broader orbit. So I'm higher in the atmosphere. But, that was not the case. That happened to be the case. I'm just going to time warp our butts into under the 1,000. Is it 100 Ks? Then we'll do a 4-second burn, try and shave as much speed as we can off. We are most likely to hit the water. Actually, no, we could hit land. Technically, we're only going down to about 5 kilometers above land. Yeah, we are going at 3k here. My thrust to weight ratio is nowhere near high enough. Yeah, we had no thrust to weight ratio going on here. Our thrust to weight ratio was nowhere near high enough for Kerbin. The moon, yes, very low gravity. Kerbin, no, high gravity. Kerbin has gravity. A decent amount of it. Yeah, I did not want to be shooting at this planet over 3,000 miles an hour. We are well going into land, aren't we? Yep, we are on land trajectory. What would be nicer is further away. Hopefully the atmosphere burnt slowdown will help slow us down. No friction coming up. Well, again, if we're lighter, drag to weight should help. We are burning through Alabasta. Ablator here. It'll protect it for a while. It won't let it burn up too quickly. Its thermal gauge will crawl upwards and that's burning this off. Which is heat protection. Oof. Wow, we saw that quick. Then again, we're not very aerodynamic. Go air. Because we're very light. Yeah, here's studies from the one's lowland, space just above the midland, space in the moon. Crew port on the other, space in the moon. Excellent. We have all the data. Okay. Now it's safe to deploy the parachute because it went green. It went normal. We're light. We're not heavy. There's only a small amount of us here. We are well within this parachute's weight limit. I hope. I mean, we're not rocketing that quick towards the planet. We've still got 9k to go. Still in the hundreds. 200s though. I would really appreciate it if we were a lot slower right now. But if I remember the spec for this parachute, we should be well in its range. It didn't actually tell me what the thing is, unfortunately. They'll deploy in 1,000 meters. But we are well inside its speed limit, so the forces shouldn't tear the thing apart. Well, they'd landed. Good for them. Yeah, there we go. 7K landing. Walking speed. This is literally walking speed. Well, actually like jog. But there are people who can run. Let's face it, guys like Usain Bolt can, like, a full sprinter can go considerably faster than 7 miles an hour. 7 meters per second. Well, I think it's miles per hour here, but can go considerably faster than 7 miles per hour. A person walking next to a car can keep up to roughly 4 or 5 miles an hour, depending on how good they are walking. A really quick walker can get some right speed up, pace on them. We landed. We made it. I can't transmit data. Why? I don't have a transmission system. Bonk. I'm like a weevil. I wobble, but I don't fall over. Yay. I actually landed up perfectly stood up. Blech. I really am a weeble. That took us 6 days, but we just scored an absolute payday when it comes to our science. And we accomplished the missions. Land on the moon. We didn't have the EVA things, we couldn't take samples. But we landed on the moon. That's a score for science, people. Moon's lowlands, 28 science, 32 science for EVA on the lowlands, 15 from crew report while near the moon. I could have done a crew report while on the moon. Darn it. Material studies near the moon. Ugh. EVA from just above the moon. Study from the moon's surface. And recovery of the vessel from the moon. We got 1.3 million because we completed the mission. I was really worried they were going to burn off. And these two have gained XP and have leveled up. No, you didn't. Oh, no, we're playing the final moon. You're still a 1-star pilot? Darn. I need to get you the next star. I've done a flyby, I've done landing. Do you have to go to Mimas next? Explore the moon. That's a pain in the butt. Poodle. Welcome to you guys. We got research to spend. And boy, do we have some points to spend. Okay. Things we've been looking forward to. Electrics. This lets us have stuff like this, which means we start throwing things like satellites into orbit. And better batteries. We also nets us these, which is a deployable science, and this is where you can start building. This is where you can start netting yourself some very nice science. some extra science. Give you one of those, one of these, and that's where the EVA experiments come in, because then you can start doing experiments on the moon, like, you know, sample gathering. It also gives you access to the clamp system, which you need if you want to dock two people together. This gives you the EVA repair kits, which is for the engineers. Also gives you ladders. And a hitchhiker module, which lets you have 4 people. But more importantly, it gives you the experiment control system. See, so science lets me the power supply. That lets me the a goo monitoring system. So essentially you can park it, and that's the sort of thing you want to build like a little rover and drive around on the ground for. You essentially park them, you set up your little like, observation stuff, and then it just like continuously generates science for you. Around the clock. This will be good because we can then get our hands on Mark 1 lander can. That's when you'll have to start like just deploy somebody to the moon. Deploy someone down there to do something. That's for some very strange structure types where you can like you send them up and then everything but the body is gotten rid of. That sort of thing you can deploy if you just want to land something on a planet and just leave them there. Like an engineer. You know, if you're just sending him there to fix something, then there's already a ship parked there. Again, not something I've used. Advanced construction. We can have a lot of things. This would be my favourite radial decoupler. Robotics, I never did a lot of. Fuel system. That's when you start getting the really big fuel tanks. And start, you know, fueling some proper fuel. However, the propulsion system is a little more impressive because it knits you some mites are very small but very handy little boosters. But you can start getting things that are more propelled. Spark, which is the lighter version of the Terrier. Yeah, we need to upgrade our system because we can't actually research any of this stuff. Yeah, no. Car controllers for all robotic systems. Heavy rocketry. This one you want because you get the kickback and the pullocks. These buggers will kick that rocket we just launched with the 12 engines. It'll do the same thing with 4. Let's see, advanced rocketry. There's Thumper has a atmospheric thrust of 250 for its max thrust in atmosphere at sea level is going to gain, and vacuum 300. This one, which is the smaller of the two, kickback, is 593 in atmosphere and 600 in thing. It is worth nearly. It's actually worth just over 2 things. So 2 of these equal 4 of the other guy, which is fine if you just want to do a quick solid, quick booster type one. However, if you truly want to get your guy into space with only 4 rockets, this one is the guy you use. This one has a in atmosphere. It does nearly does 1200. Which is well, put this way, it would take 4 of the Thumpers to match one of these guys. this is the one I use to get into space, because it is stupidly powerful. It also gives you the Skipper, which is again a much more powerful engine. It burns fuel quick, but it's double the power of the other guy. These burn less. Poodle burns less, but it's got a bit more thrust. So we're going to research advanced rocketry, because I really want those giga rockets to launch into space. It'd be nice if this was a bit more stuff over here. Right, we've got 270 left. So let's grab us that. Get miniaturization, so you can get that. And space exploration. Oh no, we've got advanced flight control still to get. I won't be able to launch 3 dudes. Huh. We'll grab this. We can grab this next time. And we can launch again for the moon, again. Only this time we're going to be having a little bit more stuff on board. Starters, no. We can get another lunar thing and still get the same amount of science, so that's fine. Bum, bum, bum. Actually, we could... you know what? We can put these on. See if we can't snag the... get some more data. We won't get as much data because we did these before, but... but in storage cargo. Okay, do we actually have a cargo module? Let's see, mass, cargo, new storage unit. We weren't near the bottom. But we were put in one of these. These. We need a second one of these to store the rest of it. See, without the power unit, we won't be able to actually get any. We won't get any research. In a kind way, I want to be able to put in 3 people. The advanced control one would be handy, because then we could have swapped out. Because these unsuited unit produce unsuited Kerbals produce 1 energy. 1. However, if I take a space engineer with me, a level 1 getting this to be 2 units of power. This needs 1 unit. This, thankfully, does not need any. Also needs 1 unit. No, we'll put 2 in. But we're not taking a rocket, dude. Now, no, we don't want to put them in. Electricity we can now put on these. And these actually save us space. And thing, because it would generate power continuously. You still want the batteries. Yeah, store power, but you can get away with this one. space to put it. Well, that won't now juice now. Now then, time to... Okay, this is a little quick thing. Bobcat is Mighty Booster. See, I think I'm using Reliant. What am I using down here? Reliant. Yeah, swivels over here. 240. Skipper. It's way stronger. I mean, that's 240 in atmosphere. In vacuum. And that's 650. Faster burn, fuel burn, but also doesn't fit. Then yeah, that's why they have bigger these. So they go to adapters and make bigger things. Let's see. 250, 240, so it's got 10 point better. But yeah, it's bigger. Because one I've got my advanced construction. Or did I mess up and not pick it up? I may have picked it up. Oh, darn. Oh, darn. Oh well. All of these. And 4 of these. I'm just going to show off exactly how much more or significant difference this is going to make. Because, yeah, you're going to know when this one launches. Actually, I'll have these launch first on their own, then you can scurry higher. Let's get some aerodynamics attached, because without them, yeah, you'd be cutting those calls. I don't think they'll come big enough. That just looks silly. Little hands and big bodies. I got adapters here. As always, stitch these together. Provide stability. Right. You know what, I'll send these two again, see if we can make some data back out. At least I found out last time, the communication system isn't quite strong enough to ping data to from the moon back. I think there's a gold better communication system available. Yeah. So anyway, first, let's see how high we can get on this, just 4 of these rockets.
Is it safe? Yeah, very safe. Are you sure? Sure.
Okay, so far we've used nothing, and they've got a thrust to weight ratio of 2.3 and climbing. They've already got us up to 300. The rubbish things up, we're rocketing well higher. We've already maneuvering says we got to 22,000 already. Add those in for extra fun, some extra fun. Yeah, we are going some speed. They've got us to orbit before they even run out of fuel. There's a quick burn, just to get us clear of the debris. We're out here on 4. I dare say we'll hit the moon. We'll hit the moon launch requirements with fuel to spare. Considering that we are... Don't roll on me. That's how much different it is launching with those. They are significantly more powerful. By a good country margin. 2 minutes 50, 2 minutes 5, so about there and do the burn. Yeah, we are monolithically further out than last time. We have quite a distance. Now imagine if I did the same thing and put 12 of those on. This current rocket would be somewhere out here before it ran out of burn. You need like 2-second burns just to like complete an orbit. I'm not going to match that because I started the burn so early. But if I tried burning when it told me to on the node, we'd never make it. We're plenty of fuel, we are way further out, so we're going to get a massive spin on this. You know what, if we can make it to the moon again, I think that would be good spot for the end of the stream. Part there on the moon, set my little science station up, sit back, and weep because I didn't get the science, get the oh darn, I just remember I hadn't got the things that let me transmit data. Let's see how well I can land in the same place twice. Which is very hard, I might point out. Right, almost complete the burn. That's starting to pull out its other end. Do 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 do. Dee-da-dee-da-dum, dee-da-da-da, dee-da-dum, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-ba-da, da-da-da-da, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Within 10, that's fine because they're 148 out. 48 out, baby. We got 100 seconds of burn. It's actually more burn than we had last time. should I try for the moon, or should I actually try for the Mimos? I mean, that is actually getting ahead of ourselves here. Yeah, no, we're doing the moon, because Mimos is like a whole mission on its own. That's actually a good descending node. Stupidly, by putting it further out, it actually throws the targeting point when we meet closer because we're further out. It gives it more time to catch up to us. Don't ask me why. It just does. Like I said, you use the Pollux. They're expensive. Don't get me wrong, they're expensive things. You can afford quite a few thumps for that. Oops. Oh, sure. This is where the water propellant would be very handy. But at the same time, you can't use it when you're landing so easily, because it has a nasty habit of trying to overcorrect itself. Handy for capturing things in space, but you gotta keep remembering to turn it off continuously. You can't have it keep running continuously. You can set the reaction wheel to keep going continuously though. I think that's set to lock to SAS. Yeah, I just realised I don't have the communications array. I'm not sure I have that module. So this goes out, we should have 53 seconds still of burn time available to catch the moon. And no. Not exact, but as I usually I aim for 50-50. I mean, can we get so lucky and can hit the moon twice in one shot? But then again, better engines, better result. Bullseye. In fact, here comes our target. Oh, this one went way smoother than the first one. And we have to try and avoid smashing to the planet. And don't worry about Jebediah and Bob. This time, it may not look like it, but I pack snacks. They're good. Got like Doritos and whatnot in the ship, so we're fine. Add a maneuver. Hitting the braking. say that bit actually later. Oh. I forgot entirely that I was actually still running at speed. Well, why did we move? Ah, I'm still fast forwarding. That would have been bad, wouldn't it? But it's still 4 or 5 minutes off, so that would be fine. See, those two will overlap at points, so. Get a little closer, so 25-second burn. Boop. Give me a retrograde, boy. But yay! Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to land our whole ship, I'm afraid, because it's the bottom half didn't even have an engine landing gear, and it's used up nearly all its fuel. Whatever we want to, who cares? Going for a lunar landing. Wow, I'm gonna jet some engine at this rate. We're gonna have to jettison our engine. Whoop. Whoop 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 whoop. I haven't played that in a while. I should play again. But I kind of, if I'm gonna do the Space Deconstructor game again, I need it to have more tools or new tricks. One for the fact that I didn't have any more room for him, I'd try and grab him. But well, we're landing and then going home. I have to come back out here with only one person a pod, or the 3-man pod, and pick him up. Yeah. Also, it wants us to rendezvous. Oh, rendezvous 2 assholes. Ooh. Technically, that's the same thing. But I'm already designed this one to go to the moon and back. Ooh, we can kill multiple birds in one stone. If I get the 3-man pod, I can do the pick up the dude mission. See, I can get to the light side by just ignoring this. I can pick up the dude, pick up the dude mission, and at the same time do the flight plan for the other two. Now I'm going to take my headphones off for 2 seconds while I just wait for this guy to trundle his way through. Time to practice my onboard entertainment system, you know. So, on your left, folks, on your right, left, folks, you see the vast emptiness of space. beautiful constellation stars in our system, in the Kerbal system. If you would like to look to the right now, folks, you will see the moon. It's up close. We're currently flying over the lunar plateau. Bear in mind, folks, flash photography not appreciated. Might dazzle the pilots. Now, if you care to keep your eyes peeled on the thing, we will be going around the lunar bit. We'll be heading to the sunny side of the moon soon, so folks. So just hold on to your seats. Whee! You get that, like, go to sunrise. Ah, boom. We're still travelling high in the altitude. We're at 5,000. If we're going to land, now would be the perfect time to do it, but we're not even going to crash because there's no air to slow us down. So you can skim that close to the planet. How freaky this is. Now it says 5,000. Oh, we were supposed to be at 5,000. Yeah, altitude is 5,000, but according to the system, that's because it's judged by. That was seaside. It is 5k shorter. Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh, it proved we can get there though. Now then, my cargo bay. Do I actually have? No, I do not have the Commutron. Whoops. I forgot to take into account entirely that this was based on the... Its flight path was based on the water. Is based on the water, not on land. Where is the communications array? That's weather analyzer. No, that's the way arm. Command modules. That's fly-by-wire, so we don't even need a pilot. No. You're over here. There it is, Commutron. Yeah, so the Commutron, you need the Commutron in order to send, without a ship nearby for the system to hook up to, we'd have had to land and left them there to generate the science. That's when you start deploying other things, but we can actually get around that, and we will do, because we're going to quickly design ourselves a little dude, and then tell it to cover the person, not the vehicle. I have a plan. should be able to pull the pilot back if I take... We'll take that, because we're not flying anywhere, we're driving. You heard me, folks. We're not flying anywhere, we're driving. Yes, it means giving it probably the worst of anything, to be honest. We need batteries. We also need one of these with a little space for it. That'll provide power for the system. Dum, 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 dum. This is probably the stupidest design I've come up with. I am essentially making a go-kart. It doesn't even need to drive very far. It just needs to drive far enough to... Well, then structure. Yeah, the structure's getting stupider and stupider by the second. But it's better than what we got there. I'm not even gonna look at this thing. Isn't that my fault? They wanted to design me make a design that never worked. It just looks so stupid. Apparently a trend. How can this even... So, who's taking responsibility for this one? Give it to the new guy. Oh no, don't make it mine. Yeah, new guy to build it. No! My pay will be docked for sure. No one will trust me to ever make anything again. Yeah, well, better you than me. Communications, because we need communications. You know what? The Commutron will do just fine. No, let's make them. Let's at least give it mouse ears. Well, get a proper communications thing here. It's absolutely stupid. That'll do. No, Jebediah. as awesome as this vehicle is for you, we're not letting you drive. We're not letting you drive, Jebediah. This is too embarrassing to put you in it. I am literally gonna stick this out on the Broadway off to the side somewhere, and then plant the goo machine. The thing, photo sensor, and the goo machine. Whee! This pilot cannot Whoa! Wow, we just did like we did wheelies there. Our go-kart was awesome. Now the throttle control for this one could be refined quite nicely. Like fault control controls where these motors go forward or backwards. Yeah. We don't want near the base, you know, we always have a little distance away from the base. But yeah, if you put the throttle control would be nice, like you'll speed up, slow down the wheels. Like the power thing. You know, probably have mods for this sort of thing. Or it's probably like some sort of robotic control you can put on them. You know, control the thing like throttles controlled by the machine. You know what, this will probably do. Can't get out. Gosh darn it. I need to move the things he can't get out of the hole. The hatch is currently blocked. That's the hatch. They say offset up level. No, about level. No, wait, no, he's actually off. Let's check the. Yep, took the signs off. Oh, wait, no. Got that. Am I up to one? Yeah, one of those. Got one of those, one of those. We don't need that. All of that. Just to point out here, we really don't need a parachute. We are driving on the ground. In what is most likely the most embarrassing ship to ever leave the runway. Okay, time warp. Do the time warp again. How far can you get in with 8 mile per hour system? I say pretty far. There's a mission that actually go around Kerbal scanning bits of flora on Kerbal. Yeah, they're not very exciting missions, to be perfectly honest, but they are funny. They get you used to building these sort of contraptions. And that's handy when you start looking at going to different planets with them. So you'll be careful. Because, the moon, for example, if you don't balance the thrust out to keep it flat to the floor, and Mimos are such low gravity that you're seeing you bounce anyway, you go boing, and you take off. Or flip like I just did. Can you get out? Yes. Okay. So you can do that, and then... Oh, remove helmet. You're on Kerbal for quick. See, do that, and... Since we flipped the vehicle, because I was trying to do stuff, we shall place. Communication system online. Now, unfortunately, I do not have the capacity to carry more than one thing. That's another thing that would be very handy in the game. Doopa doop 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 doopa doop doopa doop 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 doop. And one of these, so you can get your power supply going. As an engineer, he has deployed this with far more power than the other one. Power available, 2. Power needed, 2. Power units produced, 0. Power units required, 0, 1. Yep. Module deployment true. Enable true. Yep, deployed and enabled true. Science rate is 5%. It does not generate a lot an hour. But, however, okay, we should be able to get... If I just like tell them to go back in this and go away. Imagine I could tell us to recover the vehicle, could we just walk out. We're just walking back home. Walk home. Doop 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 doop. Send Larry with the tow truck around to pick him up. And that system now. Yay. Ready for assignment. This thing there. Ooh, space goes big. 6 parts. Yuck, recover. Yep, that doesn't count as part of this thing. But yeah, this thing will just happily sit here and As the hours tick by, this goop will produce 0.004 per hour. So every 3 hours it's getting 0.001. It would take a long time to produce 1 or 2. But it would eventually, when it hits enough thing, it'll transmit science. So now, while I'm doing other missions, and trying to get to the moon or crush and destroy, or anything else, it will be sat there, just happily trundling away, generating its own little science. Now, if we can get the, it's also dirt cheap to do that. But if we can get the, not this one, this weather analyzer, and put that with another power node next to that one, that'll also generate science. Probably faster than the goo, but combined they should generate more science. It's that a nice healthy tick. I would prefer to get my hands on stuff like this. Most of these are very handy for going out of space, but this would have been super useful to get, because it would give us the Communitron, which is handy for sending it to like the moon. I don't need to park ships there. Now, next time we get, we are going to pay for this, and then we can start looking at, well, a 3-man crews essentially. That's only a 2-man crew. But yeah, getting to the moon now is dead easy. With this thing, no problemo. Oh, but that's going to be it, unfortunately, for the stream. Yay! We made it to the moon. We also plowed into the moon at high speed, because I stupidly forgot about the fact that it was nearly 5k lower. But, you know, when we come back, folks, we will move on with our science. We will start looking at rendezvousing with people in space. We need to clear off those guys that are currently floating around our planet. And if we can get enough science, grab ourselves the advanced command module stuff. And then we can start doing lots of fun stuff. But that's all for next time. So until then, I'll catch you all later. See ya!